Hello and welcome. My name is Melody from MelodyCrochet.com and I am here with the 30th episode of my podcast. Thank you so much for stopping by. I come to you from my home here in Texas where I live with my husband, 2 boys, and 2 amazing puppies, and share with you my knitting and crochet from the week prior. And today we are going to be celebrating with a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. Thank you guys so much. It's been so good to get to know each and every one of you, and I feel so blessed that I started this last year, and I'm so happy that I can give a little something back in exchange for all the happy smiles that you guys have given me. If you have any questions about my channel, I also do, in addition to the podcast, you'll find my free patterns from my blog, MelodyCrochet.com. Here, I like to do tutorials here. And then you'll also find reviews for yarns. And if you have any yarns that you would like reviewed, please let me know in the comments below and I'll get my hands on some and share it. Basically, if you are considering buying anything online, you've never touched it, I like to do reviews to the point where you feel like you'll have actually had it in your hands and smooshed it yourself. So let me know if there's anything you guys are after. Today's yarn that I am on, I did a review for ZZ Twist from Lion Brand, but I have a few finished, no I don't. That's not true. I was going to say I have a few finished objects. I really don't. I have what I will consider the closest thing to a finished object. And then I have several things that I'm working on and that are in progress that I can't wait to share with you. Then I have quite a few little tidbits of things in the what have I done. That's what I call my procurement, or what I bought this last week portion of my podcast. So mostly I was planning on skipping this week because I have changed up my stash. I've moved things around. I got the new shelves. I got some other furniture in the house, and I order online. So it doesn't all show up the same day, which puts us in a bit of a state of disarray, if you know what I mean. We're in a state of giving things away, getting new things, not having everything for the things that we're getting, yada, yada, yada. No complaints. It hasn't been a hardship. It's just been a bit messy. So I wasn't planning on visiting with you guys, even though I have made some stuff and things this week. And then I got a package today, and I can't start using yarn without sharing it with you guys. So we're having an impromptu podcast. So thank you for joining me. It's the weekend. Usually I love to podcast on Wednesdays. Wednesdays are kind of my podcast day. I love podcasting on Wednesday. I have no idea why. I used to try and do it on Friday every week, and it was like rushed. It's like hurry, hurry, hurry before the weekend for no good reason. Pressure was completely self-imposed. And then I did it on Wednesday one time, and I'm just like, this is amazing. So I like to podcast on Wednesdays, but right now it's Sunday. And my package here came in the mail yesterday, but I didn't get it until just now. So I got everything open, and I have to share with you so I can crack into this yarn. It is amazing. Let's start from the beginning. I'm so sorry. I have diverged off the path so far. My first item is what I'm considering a finished object, because this is as close to as finished as it's going to get for a while, because it is a pair of wool socks. And it is Texas. I don't need wool socks anytime soon, so I haven't kitchenered them. This is my adorable pair of socks. Oh, it's magic. The yarn is Hedgehog Fibers Twist Sock, not the regular sock base, but the twist sock. Nice and thick and plump and so squishy. It's a potluck colorway, so it's a one of a kind, so it doesn't have a name that you can find anywhere. I found it at my yarn shop, and I just love those purpley speckles. And then I did the Rose City Rollers pattern. I went for about an inch and a half straight for the roll. Nice puffy roll. Cool heel. These heel flaps really fit my skinny heel. I have a skinny heel, a high instep, and a high arch. So I have a funny foot. And it's kind of wide near the toes. Oh, the ball of my foot is kind of a wide area, so things don't always stay on really well. I like this decrease where it's in every other row decrease for the gusset. And I use the metal DPNs when I'm decreasing, and the rest of the sock, they're both size 1, but I use these Chow-Goo bamboos. Bamboos are my favorite, and the Chow-Goos are so pointy. It's lovely. They came together so quickly. Usually it takes me months to do a pair of socks, but these came together really quickly, and I'm very glad they did because just looking at them makes me smile. I can't wait to wash them in some tufts and put them on a sock blocker and just hang them somewhere and say, ooh, pretty. That's pretty much the only use these are getting for a while. Sometime between now and when I need to wear them, I will Kitchener them. I'm not afraid of the Kitchener. It's quick for me. I have it memorized. It's not an issue, but it'll happen when it happens. I'm just really glad that they're done and ready. I'm gonna have a warm, pretty pair of socks. A lot of the sock-along sock contests where you basically are making socks like in a certain number, they don't count the low socks. And I would make high socks, but I don't really wear higher up socks. I don't love higher socks. I mean like mid-calf socks. So, and in Texas, I don't require them very much. When it's cold, I tend to wear fleece pants, and low socks work just fine with that. So I don't know. I have a few pair of calf length socks, and a few pair, most of the ones that I have are actually in DK weight yarn though, because those are so warm and they're so fast and comfy. So I don't mind. They won't make a lot of contests, but I love them. That is my only finished objects this week so far. Then there's my other socks, because that's what you do when it's hot in Texas. You make socks, because what the heck else am I gonna make? And over at the Hooked on Owls podcast, Lacey is having an along to celebrate her birthday because she was born in the 80s. And it's an 80s along. So I made Saatchi socks because this is what I wore in the 80s. Brightly colored Saatchi socks, due to the fact that I believe I turned 13 in 1990. I know it's when I started junior high. So the 80s were like my childhood. There's a whole lot of new kids on the block, and just really bright fluorescent colors for me, and some rainbow. Early on in the 80s, there was a lot of rainbow for me. Rainbow bright, rainbow clothes, rainbow socks, everything. But fluorescents are my favorite, so I decided right away I needed to make some Saatchi socks, and I like these very much. I used the Letitia pattern. I doctored it to high heaven, and then I looked into it and found out nobody else has made these socks. Nobody, the only ones made are the ones from the person that wrote the pattern, and I paid money for it. I'm like, oh man, okay. So once that happened, I knew that there was no reference like with other people who were unbiased. I almost always, before buying a pattern, see who else has made it and what they suggested, and you can do an advanced search and see what kind of needle or hook they used. In actuality, she wanted me to use something much higher than what I use on the same size yarn. And this is DK weight light yarn. It's just like Lion Brand Mandala, but this is Lion Brand Cupcake. They have the brighter colors, and it's really soft and smooshy. I love the halo. I started off, I had to change the toe. The toe just did not work. I had to go down 3 hook sizes. I'm on a D hook at the moment. And then I did end up with the number that she suggested, not for my size, but one of the numbers that she suggested. And then I did like that texture, so I did take that from the pattern. The heel didn't work at all. Probably because of the hook size change. So yeah, there was that. And then I did my own little manipulated heel, which stays on okay. You could probably see the fuzz on here. I wore these. Before I made a second one, I wore these to see if they would stay on. I brought it in for a few rows. I did some decreases, so I guess the number they gave, actually even that didn't work out really well. I went to a V-stitch, which is actually slightly modified from the pattern also. Right about here, I took out a bunch of the yarn because the yarn is just not made for socks. That's a ton of yarn. If you're looking for a lot of yarn, the mandala or the cupcake, that's your yarn. I had 2 balls for 2 socks, so you know, I took out a good bunch of the hot pink right there, because this is from the first sock. This is just my second ball. So this is that hot pink right there. I took out that much so that I could actually get to, it's going places, the next color. So that was important to me. There are rainbow socks, they need some color change. And then I still didn't get to the purple. That makes me sad. I got through to, even with taking that much yarn out of the pink, I still only got through about halfway of that purple right there. Which, I love rainbow. I probably should have done more yarn surgery, but I didn't. Now that I have this down, we'll see how much I wear them, and maybe we'll do something with the other one because I have more than half left of the first ball. So I got this all down. I wrote down everything I did in my document, thank goodness, and now I'm ready to go. I did slightly modify this. You could see where I tried to do it the way she suggested right here. I totally worked. Totally worked. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I changed it up and did it my own way. And then it was a little bit more even. I should have undone that, but it stays on. It's a slouchy sock. This whole thing goes down. I'll show you when they're finished how they look on. I really like it. It's really cute over a pair of leggings and super comfy. They're more like slippers than actual socks. I wouldn't put them under a pair of shoes. I don't think it'd be comfortable and it wouldn't fit very well in there. There is definitely some slack around my foot. So here is my second one. I got through what I consider to be the brunt of the work. It is the toe. And I did write down my toe pattern because if I ever make any more, I will use this pattern. So I want to make sure that if I do it again, I don't procrastinate because I'm worried about that. And it was really easy. I went super simple. It's nothing fancy. You could probably figure out what I did to it just looking at it. So I am starting the foot, then I will go to the heel, then I'll go to the cuff as one does, and I'll take out a good deal of the pink. I have this much left over, and I'm using a D-hook, and I'm hoping to have them done in the next couple days, although the 80s along just started today. Today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Lacey. And yeah, I thought it started when she put out the video, so I got started then. Shh, don't tell. I'm still entering in the contest, so there. My intentions were solid, if not my follow through. And I'm carrying that around in my basket. And this went to dinner with me last night. This goes absolutely everywhere with me. This is, because I tried to put it in my purse, but a big ball of yarn like this just gets into a mess like that. And nobody minds seeing me with a big, everybody knows I crochet. Everybody knows I'm gonna be crocheting, and everybody knows I'm still listening, even if I'm crocheting. So, no problem. No harm, no foul. Today's project has been a video for the kimono I've talked about. It's the Independence kimono, and I got the actual, it's gone, yarn fall down. I got the actual sample of the first panel done a while ago, and the rest has been math. I started that this morning, and the brunt of it was the math. I was procrastinating that, of course, as I do. And then I went ahead and recorded the beginning of the back panel and the side panel, so I have the green light to go ahead and finish both of those. So I love that lace. It's a Snapdragon lace pattern. It makes me so happy. It's probably, I won't say it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorite crochet laces. I've used it several times in other things, and I wouldn't mind having more. Maybe like a sock weight shirt or something like that, or a t-shirt. I don't know. I'd have to see how open it was. I don't like things to be terribly open. I have a modesty thing going on. I will be working, I'm not gonna rush that sock for the 80s along since I already started way early. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on my kimono and get that done. I have a feeling I could finish those panels in the next day or two if I have enough time, meaning any time at all. In addition to the socks for the 80s along, I'm going to be making an off-the-shoulder shirt out of ZZ Twist. But I did some ZZ Twist. I started this at Legoland. My son turned 9. Izzy turned 9 this last week. We went to Legoland. We had a lot of adventures, but Legoland had my ZZ Twist day. It's in my my camper bag that I sewed together for myself a while ago. We're going with an eye hook, and all I have so far is a chain. You would think I hadn't done anything, but honestly, it's been a few attempts. The high twist that they have going on here doesn't look really good on crochet back and forth. I found that out. It's just, it looks a little frazzled, in my opinion. And this is on a J hook. I'll be working on an I hook. I wanted a little bit more closed, and it just kind of crinkled up on itself. So I finally found a stitch pattern that I liked. I'm going to be using that instead. So I took it all the way back to the chain, and I only did the chain because I wanted to remember the number and not have to worry about that chain. I'm sure you guys know about, you know, miscounting a chain here or there. I know that I do it all the time. So I worried about the chaining number that I know I need for the width across. And then I'm going to do some super simple panels, put a little something fancy on the bottom, and I'm going to just make it an open shoulder. So kind of a cold shoulder shirt going on. I'm really excited because this drapes really nicely, and I love this color. It's peacock. I want to say, yes, it's size 4 worsted weight, 100% acrylic. It just has some opposing twist, and it looks so, so, so pretty. So I'm excited to get that done. I bought 5 balls of it just to make sure I had enough of the peacock. Here's one of them. Well, there's one in here. ZZ Twist. Super soft and squishy. And I would love to share that review with you guys. I'll try and get that up as soon as possible. And that is it for my finished objects, if you could call it that, and my works in progress. Let's get to what have I done. Well, it looks bad, because I ordered one of these things for the Summer Romance Along on the 4th of July, and it just showed up yesterday. And it's really the reason I'm doing this podcast, because I can't not share it before I crack into these balls of yarn. I mean, hello? No. So I went ahead and I figured, we'll record. It's a Sunday. I'll do more. I'll work hard. I'll have stuff to share on Wednesday, okay? Plus, I'm doing a 1,500 subscriber giveaway in a minute. It'll be nice to give that away. It's going to be a very short competition. I am doing the giveaway on Wednesday with the podcast. So we're going to get to that in a second, though. I'm really, really excited. I'm really, really grateful for each and every one of you. So I'm kind of jumping around to it. Let's play What Have I Done? First off, a gift. Now, this is beautiful. I was given this as a just because from my son and his girlfriend, Amber. They gave me this. Isn't that beautiful? Look how pretty that is. It is 90% alpaca with, it's 90% acrylic with 10% alpaca, size 3 light. It is hand wash cold. They suggest a 4.5mm crochet hook, and I get 590 yards for 5.3 ounces, which is 150 grams. Oh, it's called Delish Boutique, which they have a bunch of new amazing yarns. This is sold with the ones like I collected one of these. The Luxe Lollies, I have 3 of these to make into something. Oh my gosh. But they saw the alpaca and they said, oh, she needs it, because alpaca is my spirit animal. I love alpaca. One of those things, alpaca versus cashmere, alpaca every time. Love that little halo on there. So grateful. That was so sweet of them. Look at the little speckles. Ooh. What should I make out of it? A bag? I'm thinking a bag. That'd be really pretty. Not a granny bag. Maybe something more closed. I'm gonna get on that. And then I'll share when I finish. I went over to the yarn store. Now, the primary purpose was because I'm making a sweater for my son. It's the back to school time. I like to make the kids' projects, and my younger son needs a new sweater. I like the wallaby, the wonderful wallaby pattern, and I want to make him another one, and I have been planning this for a while, but it was warm. What was the point? He's growing like a weed. His last wallaby still fit, but he's gotten some serious inches on him this year. I think that the sweater will still fit, but not for much longer. It won't fit next year. So we're gonna go big. I'm gonna make him a gray one with some neon stripes. This is vintage by Barocco. $8.50, 52% acrylic, 40% wool, 8% nylon. Super soft, super strong, very nice and washable. I just love it. I love that heathering. It's gonna look really nice, I think, as a contrast against those fluorescents. I hope. I was gonna do it on a solid navy in Encore because my fluorescent stripes are in Encore. Who makes Encore? I forget, it'll come to me. But Encore yarn, it's I think 75% acrylic, 25% wool. It's a really nice, bright, color fast yarn for kids that's very washable and very economical. And this one's nice too, though. It's just different. That one feels a little bit more acrylic-y and this one feels a little bit more woolly, and Izzy is definitely wool worthy. He is one of the most knit-worthy, crochet-worthy human beings in the universe. He appreciates what you make him so much and tells everybody who made it for him and how amazing is it, and oh my gosh, but he's so sweet. So he needs a sweater. It's wonderful wallaby time. I already have one in this colorway. I went and got the second one. I don't think I will need more than those two. Well, at least now I know I have these two. I was telling myself, start making it, make sure before you get another one. But for $8, now I know I will not run out. And then over there on the Madeline Tosh area, they had hydroponic. You look at that. I can't hank for anything. Can we just talk about my poor hanking skills? I of course have opened this, smooshed it like crazy, and that's why it looks like this. It was much prettier when I purchased it. But hydroponic from Madeline Tosh. This is, which one is this? Twist Light. So it's kind of like their sock base. It's 75 merino, 25 nylon. You get 420 yards. And would you look at those colors? I'm going to be pairing it with the same base, and it's dark purple and black. So there is a little bit of purple in here. There's some black speckles. I think it's going to look nice in a two-color shawl. Kind of wild, but I like kind of wild. Nothing too lacy, and I don't want any more lace for a minute. I'm intimidated by lace. Look at this. Oh, maybe? Maybe? Are you going to hank for me? No? Maybe? It's failing as we speak. Okay, we're gonna call it a hank. It's better than it was before. And have you ever? Oh, I was not intending to buy this, and I probably won't use it for a while. The yarn I ordered on the 4th of July for my summer romance along with Crochet Luna has arrived. Now, my theme is Buffy and Spike. And you know, even though the Buffy Spike thing's awesome, I was more a Spike Drusilla person. I love it gothic. It's so pretty. She was just so entertaining. That is my theme. But then I was on the website. They were having the sale, Madeline Tosh, and the colors are beautiful. And then I saw it. Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones yarn. I was ruined. By the way, this is Teavana Earl Grey Cream. I got it at Walmart. They all of a sudden have these cute little the silk pyramids of Teavana. It's $5 for 15 bags, which is still a little hefty for me. It kind of made me go, ooh, but I had to try it. I've never tried Teavana Earl Grey Cream, and Earl Grey's wonderful. So it is Earl Grey, pretty strong on the bergamot, and then they had lavender and vanilla. Then I added a little bit of almond milk on top. It's wonderful. I think I've had about 6 of these in 2 days. I went to bed at about 2 a.m. yesterday. The caffeine is strong in me. Where's my yarn? There it is. Okay. I purchased. I saw the colors, right? And this was the clincher. Now this one is called Brienne Fights a Bear. I already took it out of its sleeve. I couldn't wait. Have you ever? Look at the green. Oh my goodness. Amazing. I love that gray. It's so rainbow and dirty. It's gorgeous. I love it. Oh, okay. I'm all right. But I was so pleased when I received this, but I needed a complement color. So I saw that red and Spike, vampires, right? The red woman. It's amazing. I'm so excited. Look at that brick red, and it gets so light and dark in places. It's perfect, and it looks just right with Brienne. So in addition to that, I went ahead and got some itty bitties. I got myself a unicorn tail of Daenerys, which is gorgeous. I think I need more. I don't know if I saw a full hank of Daenerys. I just saw those as I was checking out and just knew I had to have that. Unicorn tails. They make great cuff bracelets crocheted. There it is. Oh, I love my pins. They make me very happy. I have a pin for almost everything I love. So now I have a Madeline Tosh one. If you have any questions or comments about anything that I've talked about, please leave them down below. I love to chat. Let's talk giveaway though, because this is the 1500 subscriber giveaway and I'm so excited. It's just a little gift, but I got you guys some sock forms, because sock forms, they smell so good. These are at all the yarn festivals that I go to, and I love to pick them up. They're just really convenient and cute. Hopefully they fit. It's a size medium, so it fits most women's socks. And this is housed in the little bag that I showed you guys that I got you over at IKEA. Let me put the sock forms down. They're crinkly. There we go. Inside the bag, it comes with its own little notions pouch, which is Velcro. Super cute. Then I got you a packet of other bags. And there's a small, medium, and large one. The medium and small one match the bag perfectly. Then there's this bright, outlandish mandala one that just makes me smile. So I thought you guys had to have it. They're all zipper bags and pouches. And I got you guys a ball of yarn that I dyed for you. And I thought it matched the bag nicely. So then you can make some socks, knitted or crocheted, that suit it. So hopefully you like the prize. If you do, down below, let me know what you think we should call this no using yarn until October along. I will be starting the shawl along. I wanted to wait. I talked about the shawl along several weeks ago, and like I mentioned, it took a month for my yarn to get here. A month, okay. It was a sale. It is to be expected. It takes a while for them to dye, to catch up. It was weeks, man. It was 20 days, and they're in DFW. It's okay. It's okay. They're awesome, and it's worth the wait. But now it's the shawl along time. We're gonna have our shawl along. We're going to have our what are you doing with your stash along, because you gotta use up the stash so there's room for what we do at Christmas. And aside from that, that's all I got. Let me know down below what you think we should call the along so I can get rid of my stash and buy more yarn. And let me know if you have any plans to make anything special between now and Christmas. I would very, very much like to hear about it. Thanks for stopping in. I'm gonna go play video games for about 48 hours straight and crochet. I'm so glad you stopped by. I will see you on Wednesday. Wish me luck on my kimono video. It will be up very, very soon. And I hope you have a beautiful couple days. I'll see you soon.